my name is Richard, the DIY Dad. So why should you be learning a trade as soon as you can? Well, the reason is simple. AI, or artificial intelligence, has been here a while now. And it's changed the job market massively. If you're into jobs like data entry, telemarketing, teaching, anything where you work in an office, you work with a computer, this job can now be done by AI. Now, a good example of this is Amazon. Recently, they got rid of 1,000 jobs and replaced it with AI. So, no job is now safe. Any job. But there is one section of the job market which is safe. And that is trades. So AI is very, very clever. It's brilliant. And it can do data entry and ideas much better than people. And it can do it quicker. So if you've got somebody working in an office coming up with ideas, marketing, AI can now do it twice as quickly, or 1,000 times quicker than they can. So you could spend a whole day working on a project and AI could come in, type it into the computer, and it'll come up with a massive list of options. It's literally, it takes minutes to do what a person used to take days to do. It doesn't mean that it's as inventive as the human mind. So there's a little niche there for people that are really, really inventive with their mind. But business is not interested in that. They're interested in quick results, less wages, money saving. So AI will take these jobs. And you might have one or two people overseeing all that and pushing it, prodding it, the AI in the directions that it wants. So there's a massive shake-up in the job market, and we can see it happening already. But as I said before, trades, they're becoming more scarce, and AI can't do trade work. It can plan the work. For example, if you've got an electrician and he types in, he wants to create a circuit diagram of a house he's going to wire, he can AI that, chat GPT it, and it will create a circuit diagram for him. But what it can't do is physically go and fit that wiring in the house. And bear in mind, the wiring diagram is based on the information he puts in. So if he misses something, or there's something slightly different in the plan, as in the ChatGPT description, he'll have to adapt it on site. And obviously AI can't do that. It can't physically go and fit wiring into a house. So an electrician's job is quite safe. Maybe not the planning side of it, but the physical fitting of it is great. That's safe. Same as a plumber. A plumber will go to a house with a burst pipe. He'll search, find the pipe, go in the wall, fix the pipe, physically fix that pipe. AI can't do that. You can't type into ChatGPT, where is the leak in my house? Because it doesn't know. Because you would have to tell it where the leak is. So it's no good for fault finding on a manual basis. So plumbing and electrician, brilliant. Go and learn them. Because it's the one, it's the one area of jobs that can't be taken. My history is forestry. I absolutely love forestry. And that's another thing that AI cannot do. It cannot go and physically fell a tree. You know, that job is safe. It's not particularly well paid, but it's safe. I was also a machine driver. I used to drive forestry machinery, forwarders, picking up wood and taking it out of the wood. Now, in the past, yes, they've tried to automate this, automate the driving, but it's still not as good as a human that reads the ground, who has experience of what the ground's like, where the wet bits are, and where it can and can't go. It's very clever, the models they've used for that, but it's still not quite as good as a driver. And in forestry, everything's always broken. It's a really, really tough industry on machinery. And you get burst hydraulic pipes, you get tracks coming off, you get broken gears in hubs and things all the time. And as a human, you can when you're driving, you can like something's not right here. Will AA recognise that? Possibly not. So yes, mechanics are also safe because AA can't get out of the cab and replace a hydraulic pipe. It can't fix things like that. It can't physically do things. So any job where you have a physical role to play is going to be safe. So, should I go and learn to be a plumber or an electrician? Yes. Yes, you should. Wages. Oh, everybody loves money, don't they, at the moment? So, what can you earn by being a plumber or an electrician? Well, in the UK, in America, if you get less than 50,000, you're probably not doing very well as a plumber or an electrician. The wages for these sort of people, because the skills are scarce, they're quite high. That's it, they're just high. So it's not something you're going to regret doing. You know, you'll be very, very busy though. Now, one of these reasons you're going to be extremely busy is, have you ever tried to get hold of a trade recently? It's almost impossible to get hold of anybody. I tried to get somebody to do a bit of mains wiring on my house because I need that done in a legal manner. I tried 5 companies and I still didn't get it done. And that's one of them was somebody I actually knew and he still didn't turn up. These trades are incredibly busy to the point where they can't cope. You don't need to market, you just put one advert out and you'll get inundated with work. So, should I go to be a trade? I think it's quite, nowadays it's actually looking like a really, really good option. So, training. How do you get training on this? Do you need to go and get a massive student loan to train? No, you don't. This is another massive benefit. You can go and work as an apprenticeship for a company. You can go do night classes. You could finish the job you're doing and go to college for 6 months. And in that time, you'll learn enough that you could go and start doing plumbing, for example. So it's not a difficult area to get into. If you can apply yourself, if you can go and do a course, apply yourself, buy a tiny van, bet some insurance, and off you go. That's a start. And you'll quickly build business. Personally, I did something similar. I set myself up as a handyman. So I aimed for the smaller jobs that big companies didn't want. So carpentry firms, plumbers, they don't want small jobs that take half a day. So that was my little niche. And I did make quite good money doing it. So it's not that difficult to do. And if you're worried about your job, you're worried about AA taking your job, start doing night classes. Go and learn plumbing. Go and learn to be an electrician. You will not regret it. The wages will keep up with inflation because you can charge whatever you want. So there you go. That's a quick roundup. Should you learn a trade as soon as possible? Yes, I think you should. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and watch more of my DIY based content.